the fuck, man? I don't understand us. Like, what the? This shit is weird. Now, we can talk about a lot, but this has to be addressed because it doesn't make any sense. And there's too much technology and, knowledge for us to not understand this shit. It's like, why is everybody else doing it right but except us? And we're supposed to be these chosen great people, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with us? So, I want to talk about why we keep trying to be cool if we're fucking losing. I want to talk about this because I've heard a few things said from brothers and sisters a few times, and it's like, I'm sorry. We are way too talented of a group. And beautiful too. But we are way too talented of a group to be so selfish that none of us want to do it right for one generation. This is kind of disgusting. Okay. So we're going to listen from both sides. We're going to listen from the man perspective, and we're going to listen to the woman's perspective. And then I'm just going to go ham on my fucking people. So where is it at? Let's listen to this. Let's listen to the man's perspective first. Let's listen to what Deion Sanders says.
Why aren't there more black players in the MLB?
The reason we're not prominent in it, first of all, we don't have fathers. Second, baseball ain't cool in the hood because baseball take a lot of work, a lot of training. Girls don't dig baseball players. Girls like the physicality of a football player, the dominance that he portrays. Girls are cheerleaders in the sport as well as basketball.
Why aren't there?
So, the person who makes the most children at a wedlock, the black man, because, black women don't make children by themselves. His excuse on why not playing baseball is pussy. So, pretty much, the modern athlete, like I told you, they're fucking stupid. Pretty much, the modern black athlete is a fucking useless person because all they care about is pussy and money. They don't care about legacy. They don't care about longevity. They just care about pussy and money, which you cannot build a nation like that. You cannot build a nation just off how many times can you stick your dick in multiple women and flash around this fiat currency. Okay, say there's no like economic collateral behind this piece of paper. You're going to end up like Germany with them Deutsches and shit. It's like it would take like 2,800 of them for a loaf of bread. So that's one. Okay, let's listen to the other one.
Toxic and what that really means. You don't want that. Like, you don't want somebody who's abusive. Right. Somebody who is harmful to you are going to damage you for future relationships. But you may just want to be in a space where you're able to have fun. And the people who are associated with being like the nice guys, typically what people mean when they say that, they're corny, they're green, have no street smarts. There, and it's not that you don't like nice. You just want somebody that you feel, because for me, protection and safety is not just about your finances or your ability to speak or, speak intellectually. No, you want to feel safe with a man. And I'm sorry, if you don't have street smarts, that's just some people.
Now, okay, there are so many things wrong with what she just said. For one, nobody in the ghetto is safe. They're continuously being killed by each other, by drug addicts, by all different stuff. So what she just said is an oxymoron. It doesn't make any sense. How are you the most endangered woman in America if you're protected by the so-called non-nerd, but you're not protected? This is why there's so many bastard kids around here, because we have this dumb ass fucking mind state that doesn't make any sense. The reason I'm talking about this is because I'm sick of the nigger narrative. I'm sick of it. Black people and niggers are not the same. Niggers need to be executed. They don't make any sense. They have been doing the same 1-2 for decades. We have not went up, we've went down. So my question is, why do we keep trying to play cool if we don't own anything? Like, what's cool about being called cool, but you don't own anything? What's cool about being called cool, but everybody can use your stuff? Like, you don't have any sanctuary, like, with your stuff, bro. You can't keep it. Like, anybody can get in. From Eminem to other races to, like, I'm wondering, do my people understand what is taking place with them? Who are these people that are talking to us? That's first. Who are these people? Who allow them to speak? Because it's like, in the long run, bro, they're showing that they're retarded. They don't make any sense. Deion Sanders said it out of his own mouth. Black people don't play baseball because there's no women in it. Women don't like baseball. They don't like baseball players. They like football and basketball players. Okay, black people have been doing that since the 70s or late 60s. Okay, they have went down. They haven't went up. And that's a lot of money. That's millions of dollars. They have not went up. They went down. They say, you know, rap is the number one music of the world. It's like, okay, ever since blacks have been doing that, they have went down. They haven't went up. And they don't own any of it. So what I'm saying to my people is this. Clearly, the world and these boulets are lying to us. They're telling us that we're the coolest, the most innovative. No, we're not. We're the most asleep. We're the most getting robbed. We're the most jumping in front of other nations' bullets when they would never do that for us. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. Is it possible, black people, black Americans, is it possible that just 1 year we can stop lying to ourselves? Just 1 year. I just want one. Is it possible? Like, I'm literally asking my people. Like, I would beg you, but nobody's worth begging to. Is it possible that we could, for 1 year, get black women to stop lying, talking about they feel protected with the thugs, when that's where all the murder is coming from? How can you feel protected when they are murdering your own race? Not saying go kill other race. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how could the black woman fix her mouth to say she feels protected when the person you're claiming you're getting protection from is a stone cold murderer of your own race? I thought black women were the most unprotected. So then how can you feel protected when you say you're the most unprotected? You've already answered your own question. You're lying. You're not getting any protection from these thugs, because look at the ghetto. Nas said that shit, pissy elevators. Okay, that's your protection. Crack vials in front of the fucking elementary school. That's your protection. Innocent bystanders. How many little girls and little boys have been shot through their bedroom window and died from something they had nothing to do with? But this black woman is out here talking about she's protected. You're lying. You're lying. Now, as far as Deion Sanders with the whole, cheerleaders and the girls like it concept, I don't think you athlete jock black people or black men need to sleep with women, because clearly you don't care for them. You don't care for them. You don't care for what comes out of them. That's why you have Nick Cannons and Cam Newtons. These niggas will make multiple children with multiple women and never hold one household down. Not one. It's time for us to stop lying. We're not fucking cool not owning anything. We're not cool promoting a bunch of white people's stuff like Louis Vuitton and Gucci. We don't own none of that. There's literally black designers out right now. These famous blacks could have been pumped that up. No. They'll still wear Gucci and Louis and then turn around and tell you to boycott Target, which sells black product, which messes up black business. Clearly, these are boule people in front of us. They have to be. They have to be. There is no way around it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And we're the only group doing it. Everybody talk about the white man. And how, he'll set these people up in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. You guys know how, I don't know if I'm saying the right gang, but do you guys know how Nicholson Gardens got started? Or maybe it was already started, but there's a story in LA about a kid who's a blood who gets killed in a liquor store. The liquor store is owned by a black family. Let me say that again. The liquor store is owned by a black family. So, is it that we couldn't get liquor licenses? Or was there not enough mentally astute and financially stable black people to take over these businesses without the government loan? Because I don't believe that the black family that owned that liquor store got a loan. I believe they bought it themselves. The Arab is not taking over our neighborhood or our gas station. You just won't stop shopping there. The Asian is not taking over our neighborhoods with their food. You just won't refuse to stop shopping there. The Spanish people are not taking over your neighborhoods and having been. You just won't refuse to stop shopping there. If you notice, they don't. They're not supporting you. They're not. They're supporting your ignorance. They want you to stay an idiot. That way they can do real business and capitalize over you. And what I'm saying to black people is, the black Americans, whatever we want to call ourselves, the main reason we're losing is because you're a fucking liar about being cool, but not handling any business, which is not cool. The reason that we don't have foundation business. See, you guys are looking at like entertainers and that type of entrepreneur sense. Black Americans should have a plethora of real estate. They should have a plethora of businesses. The reason that they don't is because of them. You screw with everything except what you're supposed to screw with. You screw with a buff head. You'll screw with a hustler. You'll screw with a killer, a gambler, a liar, a thief, a fake boule preacher. You'll mess with everything under the sun except the thing that every nation messes with. All nations praise their scholars, all of them. There isn't a nation of people on earth who do not protect their scholars. There's not one. How many black nerds have been killed in the ghetto? How many black nerds have been swirled and thrown in a locker and all? We're not supposed to be doing that with our people, especially if we're only 13%. We're already low. Why the hell would we be doing any of that? Because we think we're cool. But you don't own anything. So you can't be cool. Cool is ownership. Cool is entitlement. Cool is rulership. That's cool. Being a Bojang on somebody's stage and them being able to tell you, and cut. Or literally, you can't even perform your own rhymes. They're literally writing rhymes for you guys. Giving you ghostwriters, all different types of stuff. How can you say you're cool? And then with your people out there saying what they're saying, that's, like I said, that's a scary, scary sight when these are the leaders of us. What did Deion say?
Why aren't there more black players in the MLB?
The reason we're not prominent in it, first of all, we don't have fathers. Second, baseball ain't cool in the hood because baseball take a lot of work out of training. Girls don't dig baseball players.
Why would we, he said a lack of fathers, and that's okay, but why would we differ from something that takes a lot of hard work and dedication? Why would we do that? Then he brought in the ladies. Why aren't we succeeding? What do fighters do before they fight? Clarissa Shields was just talking about this. They don't have sex for like a month, 3 months, whatever, however long it takes. They don't have sex. So they're focused. Okay. Baseball players don't have any cheerleaders. So he said it takes a lot of hard work and determination. Okay. So why wouldn't we want our people doing that? Why wouldn't we want them more focused? Because of pussy. But look at the track record of black men in sex. I'm sorry. Most of you motherfuckers are extremely irresponsible. Like, you're extremely irresponsible. You just want to tag all these women, but you're not realizing that's creating humans. So we have this obviously not loyal, not faithful person running around getting to sleep with all the best looking women. Not because, you know, first dibs, you know, you get whatever. And then impregnating them with this low cognitive sperm. How do we know that it's true? Because he just admitted that baseball players are more hardworking, they're more determined. They don't have a bunch of females in the way, so their minds are not clouded. They can actually get the job done, the game done. What does he say?
I was training. Girls don't dig baseball players. Girls like the physicality of a football player, the dominance that he portrays. Girls are cheerleaders in the sport as well as basketball.
Why aren't there?
Why did his voice change? He started trying to sound like he was cool as the girls and the girls, and it's like, okay, so it's the girls, right? What are the girls looking for?
Toxic and what that really means. You don't want that. Like, you don't want somebody who's abusive. Right. Somebody who is harmful to you are going to damage you for future relationships. But you may just want to be in a space where you're able to have fun. And the people who are associated with being like the nice guys, typically what people mean when they say that, they're corny, they're green, you know, have no there, you know. And
so what does she mean by that then? What does she mean by you want to have fun, and the people who are normally called, you know, geeks or corny or whatever, they're the opposite of that? Okay. The collective of Black Americans, I'm asking you a question. Why are we on the bottom but claiming to be the coolest? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. Because you guys know what cool is. You guys know running your country is cool. Being the king or a queen of a nation is cool. Having all the money and power is cool. Y'all know that because that's what y'all keep talking about. Y'all keep talking about we ain't got no money. It's systematic racism. We're powerless. So y'all know what cool is. So then why do we do this? Like, I'm really trying to figure us out. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us?
Not that you don't like nice. You just want somebody that you feel, because for me, protection and safety is not just about your finances or your ability to speak or, you know, speak intellectually. No, you want to feel safe with a man. And I'm sorry.
Okay, ladies, how do y'all feel safe when we literally have countless of recordings of y'all beat the hell up, murdered, locked in basements? We just seen the black dude beating the crap out of that white girl. Remember, she ain't going nowhere. Yeah, the police arrested him, and they arrested her too because she wouldn't press any charges.
If you don't have street smarts, that's okay. Some people.
These are the men you keep being with. And you're saying, oh, no, nobody wants to be abused. Like, what did she say? She said nobody wants to be abused.
Toxic and what that really means. You don't want that. Like, you don't want somebody who's abusive.
Okay,
right?
You don't want somebody who's abusive. So what do you call a man that in the middle of the night, like 10, 11 o'clock, whatever, he shoots somebody because they looked at him funny, or they stepped on his sneaker, or they didn't know that he was with you and they hollered at you and you didn't, you know, give him any play, but he saw it. How do you feel protected with a loose cannon like that? Okay, Someone who is like not all there, would you trust them with the red button? Would you trust them with like the lever to fucking destroy everything? Like, would you? This doesn't seem like a very strategic person. And you guys are talking about street smarts. What is street
Somebody
smarts?
who
What is street smarts? What do you mean by that? Because street smarts to me is being able to sense a vibe. Street smarts to me is the person who can be in a room and realize it's about to crack off and get the fuck out before it does. That's street smart. Street smart to me is the person who knows what streets is selling dope, what streets is pimping, and what streets is gangs, and where we're not supposed to go. That's street smart. Street smart is not being in the middle of a crime-infested neighborhood late at night, drunk, with drugs on you and a gun. That's not street smart because there's no telling when the police are going to pop up. Then there's also informants and snitches. How do you know that this ain't the drug bust night? See, like anybody that's really from the streets or from the ghetto knows that the whole mission is to get the fuck out of it. So to me, you niggas is ass backwards. A lot of y'all are like, you're not cut from that last of a dying breed cloth. You're really not. You guys are weird. Like, you guys want to showcase the street when the first rule of being a gangster is silence. That's how we know y'all not gangster. Y'all not gangster. Y'all not gangster. You're not tough. You're not killers. You're not even cool because y'all don't own anything. We're losing. We're literally losing. We're 20 million abortions in the hole. The black woman has completely sold the fuck out. You can't even talk to this motherfucker. You got black men now wearing purses, doing all like, what the fuck happened to us? And all y'all can say is, oh, well, the females don't dig baseball and the nerds are corny. So you mean to tell me the only reason we on food stamps and welfare and little kids is being poorly educated is because you want to fuck something cool? You don't want to fuck something promising. You don't want to fuck something that's going to, give us legacy. You want to fuck something cool. But we're losing as a group. Like, we still don't get no fucking respect. You got all these Hispanics wanting us to be they bulletproof vests in these fucking marches and shit, but then at the same time call you a moyo right in front of your face. Call you a mayate right in front of your face. Fucking chocolo and shit. Monkey. Come on, bro. That's the same thing. And I'm not knocking, because I got white friends. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying like that's like being super, super buddy with white people, knowing that they didn't kill the fuck out of you for years. Like, come on, nigga. Yeah, they cool. You be cordial, but goddamn, like, for real, you forgot that fast? Whatever. I don't understand why my people think it's cool to lose. And why are we so into losing? Like, why are we so into losing? Like black people. You cannot fuck smarts into somebody. Either they got it or they don't. Okay? And when you have a plethora of people that are going to school in college, and then at the end doing something that you didn't need for college, I'm telling you, I have these motherfuckers in my own family. I have people that are in my family that went to college and got good grades just to get out and join the military. That's remedial. To me, that's stupid. That's a waste of money and time. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's what a lot of us are doing. A lot of us are doing a lot of dumb shit. And don't worry, Party, I got you. I'm gonna read those. But it's like, I just don't understand us. I don't get us as a nation of people. What is wrong with us? Like, why don't y'all realize that everybody is advancing in technology because they are fucking the people that create technology? Why do you keep giving Pookie and Ray Ray a shot? Why can't we make an Elon? Why can't we make a Jeff Bezos? Why not? They're not cool enough. What the fuck is cool about losing and being on welfare? Fighting in the middle of the street. What the fuck is so cool about us? Or is that a setup, nigga? Like, that's what I'm saying. Are people egging us on and telling us we're cool because they know we're fucking stupid and we're killing ourselves? That's my question to my people. It's like, y'all don't see this shit? All these new guns and stuff, bro. For some reason, we can get access to them. You don't even see white boys with fucking switches and shit. You would think, you keep talking about these militias, you would think they would have access to that shit. No, it's you niggas. And who have y'all been Swiss cheesing up for years? Yourselves? Who do y'all make theme songs about Swiss cheesing up? Yourselves? That song from Fulio and shit, nigga, he named several different black men that got killed. Literally, and he's proud about it. We're cool. This is reverse psychology, bro. I don't understand why my people don't see it. It's clearly the Boulé's fault because the Q Dogs own black radio. So they're the ones playing all this shit. They're the ones playing the Little Babies and the fucking the Cardi B's and all this drill music and dumb ass shit. It's them. They're doing it to us. Courtesy of their athletes, courtesy of the Boulé women, which we should all know is mainly it's all black women. It's all American black women because they all went to college. Remember, that's where all the fraternities are. If you think black women are going to these colleges just to fucking say they got degrees and they not click the fuck up, you're tripping. That's why most of them are gay nowadays. That's why most of them are acceptive of gay stuff, because that's what they're doing in those fucking female lodges. They fucking ritual or whatever that they got to go do is fucking eating twat, taking dildos up the ass, doing gangbang sessions with the other fraternities, the boys. Like, stop lying to yourselves. That's why the Democrats got them hook, line, and sinker. They be all for this stupid stuff that these fucking child molesting devil worshippers be talking about. Why? Because they been got that black woman. That black woman been sold out. I wouldn't trust that motherfucker as far as I could throw her. And I'm talking about all of them, from the sophisticated ones to the supposed my ancestors ones, because that's what they were doing in Black Lives Matter. These are all fucking college fucking black girls and shit being ran by 3 lesbians talking about African rituals. Nigga, get the fuck away from them devil worshippers. Them niggas is of the devil. That's why we're not going anywhere. Bragging about abortions and stuff. You got the sucker fucking thug. My girlfriend got a girlfriend. Yeah, I'll pay for the abortion. Look at all this devil talk. And who are we getting it from? But we're cool. But we're losing. I wonder why. Nobody said that fucking grace was cool. Nobody said humility was cool. Nobody said being meek was cool. It just means humbling yourself. But it's like, oh, I don't like that word. Bro, we're not talking about being humble to the world. We're talking about towards each other. You wouldn't be arguing about what you see everybody else doing if y'all would collectively win together. You wouldn't even notice these people, just like they don't notice you. I know y'all didn't seen them emojis and stuff, or not emojis, but them little memes on Facebook or wherever, where it's like it's a black girl, it's like a drawing, and she's like, oh, I hate you so much right now. And the white girl, what she said in her class, she's like, I don't even think about it. That's the sad truth. They're not. That is all Boulé lies. All that, they're poisoning the water, they're poisoning the food. I hate to tell you, the trailer park is no different from the ghetto. So if they were poisoning you, they were poisoning them hillbilly motherfuckers too. Why the hell would they separate themselves from them but keep them alive as a bad name on them? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why do my people think they're cool and we're losing? I don't understand that, bro. Like, it's one thing to have pride. It's another thing to have foolish pride. You look stupid. You look stupid. And what other people in your race can see it, and they point it out like, yo, bro, why are we listening to this idiot? He's like, oh, the girls ain't there. Who gives a fuck about girls at this point, bro? If all y'all gonna do is keep regurgitating the same loser-ass DNA. How many fucking monkeys do we have to put a fucking jersey on, bro? We don't own any of this shit. Nobody's supporting the big 3. We could have been out of their league. Y'all don't want to leave. You want to be slaves forever. And what I'm saying is, it's not just all on your own recognition. God, they're filling this shit in your head. When motherfuckers try to say that jab was connected to 5G, no. 5G is the ultimate motherfucking TV, bro, because you can never turn the fucking internet off. Y'all could be on y'all smartphone at 3 in the morning watching whatever you want. They got us in that sense. That's where they got us at. They got us in that sense, bro. And it's like people got to understand it's not hate to the black woman to put her in her place, which is not leading. You are not the leader. You have led us into hell. You have literally led us into hell because most of your kids that you try to put in football practice do not go to the majors because only 3% ever go. Only 3% go to the majors. That's including everybody. That's including white people. That's including Puerto Ricans. That's including everybody. Only 3% ever go. So how many angry, disgruntled, I didn't make it to the majors slash gangbangers do we have out here? And you're talking about protection. I thought you're the most unprotected person in America. We heard the black woman say that she feels protected. How? When in the end, our kids are dying the most by each other. Not even by other people. That's why the Boulets have to advocate them police shootings so much. That's why they have to advocate racism so much. Because if everybody just unremoved the veil and told the truth, it'd be like, nah, black people have a serious problem with themselves. You guys are self-hateful. You guys hate yourselves. You kill each other too much. You talk shit about each other too much. You continuously make the same bad decisions and keep creating the same effed off sperm. You keep creating the same effed off people over and over and over again. And they never amount to anything. They only do what they could have been did for the beginning. Most gangbangers end up getting a job for the city, something he could have did before gangbanging. So you just wasted all this time and years. And then you're cryptic now because you've done all this dirt. You can't wash that stuff off. You can't wash beating people, with no remorse and shooting people and stabbing people. No, you can't wash that stuff off. A lot of them people, like, that's why they say unrehabilitatable. You're unrehabilitatable. Like, you can't be rehabilitated. What they say he's institutionalized. That's a lot of them. So why do we keep procreating institutionalized sperm to make the next children? Why are we doing that? And then why are we losing? Why are black men so interested in pussy instead of winning? Why? Because remember, most black men who are having sex and have a bunch, or not having sex, or have a bunch of baby mamas, most of you haven't contributed to shit. Most of your kids are fucking losers, self-centered, self-indulging losers. There is no entertainer that is worthy of praise. They do not help us in the end. It's just an act. It's a Bojangle on the stage. That's all it will ever be. So, my people, why do you fucking try to be cool when we're losing? I think the coolest thing is the actual cool motherfuckers. Like, bro, what were you calling people cool in school for? Because everybody was looking at them? Because everybody was around? Because they could catch a ball? Because they could tell a joke? And then you think about all the nerds used to laugh at and how their life is now. Them motherfuckers got square feet. Them motherfuckers got acres. They running corporations. They running companies. Why aren't we? Because we traded in all of our fucking wise youth for fucking criminals. Whores and supposed talent. But how can your talent be of God if it ain't nothing but cursing and refuge against your own? This ain't no talent. It's a curse. This has to be a curse. There's nothing talented about a young black girl being able to split her legs open and gyrate her lower half. There's nothing talented about that. There's nothing talented about a young black brother or whatever you want to call it, spewing out a bunch of death and destruction. There's nothing talented about that. So when did we go for the okie doke? Where we started poisoning each other, started tearing each other down. This shit starts a long boule ago. It does. I got a video of kids in the 50s in Harlem talking about why they started using heroin over alcohol. because they didn't want to be like their parents, their elders that would get drunk and pull out knives and axes and machetes and like fight each other and stuff. This is what he said. So he said they would rather just nod off and not do nothing. You know what's so funny about that? What does that remind me of? Those gangbangers in Chicago? What'd they say? Why were they killing each other? He said because we couldn't do nothing about it. So instead of taking it out on the system, we took it out on ourselves. That's all I hear. It's the same thing. That's 3 times in a row. So we all know the natives, Indian, Negro, you know you're not supposed to be drinking like that. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. It's not good for us. Okay. What did they do on the plantation? Made brothers fight to the death over for a bottle of wine and a hookah. Okay, so they're getting you drunk. So this is what this 1950s young brother is talking about. He's like, we didn't want to be like them. So why were they doing that? See how I answered it, right? You see, you thought they was crazy. No. I just answered it for you. This is why they would get drunk and pull out machetes and knives and go to war with each other, because that's what they were taught on the plantation, to fight to the death for a bottle of wine and a hookah. So the next generation that came after them, and now we know why it's the silent generation, you know what I'm saying? Because he's in the 50s, but I don't know when in the 50s. It could have been 1950. It could have been 51. But he's explaining why they did what they did. They didn't want to be like their parents, so they did heroin. Your Frankie Lymans and all that. What came after that? The gangbanger. And what was their excuse? Oh, we couldn't beat the system, so we took it out on ourselves. So that's 3 times I'm showing you how we self-implode. We have to change that. We got to stop doing that. It's happening right now. There are too many black women with children from irresponsible men that want to put the burden on millions of taxpayers, which don't owe you anything. That's called irresponsible. That's why you need a man around. Oh, well, I thought I slept one. Well, you didn't. Same thing for the dudes. Y'all got to pick one and stick with it. Y'all got to stop trying to have multiple children, because see, what y'all done did is y'all done start interracially making kids. And you can tell from them LA riots, or whatever you want to call them, that the truth is starting to come out. Everybody's known it, but nobody wanted to say anything. But now black people are starting to say stuff like, y'all know motherfuckers know y'all ain't never supported us. Y'all was never down with us. You never were. You always talk shit about us. All of these foreigners that come over here do not speak to melanated beings unless they're Caribbean. If you're an American Negro, they're not going to talk to you like that. They're going to look at you and keep moving. They only want to deal with your trash. If they're going to sleep and have babies with any of you, it's going to be your criminal scum. You have to see it. You have to grow up and see it. We're not running out of time, but we're just like in a loop. And that's not good. We don't need to be in a loop. It's 2025. We shouldn't be in a loop. Hold on. Because mama been in charge since civil rights and dunked the charge when that's brought up. No, a lot of black people I've heard say that, you know, mama, it's all about my mama. You know, I respect my mama. I killed my mama. And it's like, and usually the mama they talking about is like a whole dirtbag. It's like, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You haven't had a man in your life to reveal the truth to you. All piece of shit women usually did look good. They're not ugly. You wouldn't even give an ugly woman a time of day. So it's like, how could she play? Usually it is the good looking women that are driving. It's like, I'm just saying that, like, you know, you can't always just like, come on, yo. Mama is no different from daddy, from brother, from sister. Everybody human. Everybody is eligible of fucking up. So it's like, you got to get out of that spell of thinking your mom is like untouchable and invincible. Like that's not always true. Not saying that people don't have good moms, but that's not always true. Mom head of the house, woman is principal at school, woman main teacher throughout adolescence. True. Hence the stock we put on women. You know, I mean, this is why at the end of the day, I always tell people, you know, this is why the world's so weak. You've put the woman around every age group. to where we think she can't do no wrong. But it's like, nah, this is why she's the number one student child molester. The woman not of America, the woman on earth is the number one student child molester. She's the number one. She'll never be able to escape that. She can talk all that shit about men. She won't. Nope. You the one getting popped nonstop, back to back, forth and forth. These dudes that would have been touching students and shit, they'd have been killed. We'd have been heard these stories like, oh yeah, they killed that teacher that was touching the girl. We'd have been knew that. Some reading is just you. From Florida to Cali to it's just you. But whatever. That's from a lack of manhood. Nice guys equal men who have other focus outside of mama. Yeah, very true. I mean, mama boys won't even combat with their mothers. Like, you know, I don't even believe in stuff like that. Like some people I know, you know, your parents' last word is final. Yeah, maybe when you're a kid, but not when you're an adult. Hell no. Like, what? I'm not buying that shit, and you're not telling me no fucking goofy shit like that. I'm not going for it. No. Like, shit, I challenge my parents all the time. Like, that's how you think. I don't think like that. Motherfucker, this is not the ghetto, bro. That's ghetto food stamp nigga shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. If you lying, you motherfucking lying. I'm supposed to call you out. I'm not supposed to let you get away with a lie. The fuck? Gonna damage my fucking brain. No, I'm good. I know you're full of shit. You know what you're talking about. And then motherfuckers be talking shit. That's when you Google it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna play this dumb game with you. I'm one of your ones. I'm sorry. You're not gonna fuck my brain up. Bad boy knows exactly what mama want. Woman's focus. Very true. Very true. The main one's lying to her. The main one that she was lying for. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, she's looking for excitement. So the nigga who's always getting in trouble in school and always fighting, I was like, he's exciting. That's her baby. No, he's chaotic, just like she is. But this ain't about dogging women, because, like I said, we heard Dion. Niggas is just as dumb as fucking the women are. So it's like, it's ridiculous. Emotional intelligence. That's true. Neglect is considered abuse also, hence nice guys, which is ironic because they want a CEO. A man with other focus. The ethos of the community, of our community, is we thought we wouldn't see past age 25. But see, that's what I'm saying. All black people aren't low cognitive niggers. That's low cognitive nigger shit. That's who told us that. That's who taught us that stupid shit. NWA, a bunch of 16-year-old snot-nosed punks. Easy wasn't even writing these rhymes. It's Ice Cube writing them all. He's never even done any street shit. So you got a nerd, just a demonic motherfucking nerd, creating a bunch of shit that he wish he could do. Just demonizing people. Because Ice Cube ain't pitched no motherfucking rocks at all. He ain't done nothing. Weird, isn't it? Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Let's go. Good point. So, my thing is this, because y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? I go the Masonic route. Y'all can call me a devil worshipper all you want. The devil y'all believe in ain't shit fucking with me. It's a fucking fart compared to what the fuck I know. Not even close. And maybe I am the devil to you because I'm putting an end to your ignorance. Makes sense. That's cool. Just like, you would be God to the people. You know what I'm saying? But no, that would be me in the flesh. But no, to you guys, you evildoers, I would be the devil. Destroying your shit. All I'm saying is this. We're not fucking cool by not owning anything. We're not fucking cool by continuously trying to be cool with people who have jumped on our shoulders to get our rights to not hire us, to basically talk shit about us in a whole nother language, to come up here already racist, already off color differentials, which don't mean anything. But I got a surprise for y'all. If you notice, certain things just don't change. Somebody brought this shit up. He was like, one thing immigrants need to realize is they will never get rid of the American Negro. It ain't even got to do with that Indian thing. It has to do with the chessboard. Nigga, they have literally cartooned, characterized, movie promoted, blaxploitationized, super predated. Bro, they have made us into the boogeyman. They have made us into the bad guy. You can't get rid of us. They have put us so much in shit with this country. It would be an oxymoron to get rid of black people or the American Negro. It'd be an oxymoron. It doesn't make any sense. Who's going to be the bad guy? Why do you think all these people are looking at us weird because we won't get involved in this whole deporting thing? Nigga, we're not supposed to. We didn't notice who we let the fuck in. Y'all ain't worth shit. You ain't linked up. You ain't trying to collab with us. You try to keep several. You try to create gangs to go to war with us. And who was you dick riding the whole time? Mr. Charlie. Who kicking you the fuck out? Why you coming over here now? We're the motherfuckers who trying to warn you. Remember, we're the ones who they built a bunch of freeways in our flourishing communities and fucked us off. We're the ones who they said we were supposed to integrate and be equal with, and then they started just doing a bunch of dirtbag shit. We're the ones that motherfucker they will not expose the 50,000 patents and give us our motherfucking pride back. We're the ones who made the subway. We're the ones, because remember, you guys don't like black people and stuff, or don't you? We're the ones who they gave the first melanated lodge to. It's time for my people to wisen up, yo. I know. I was talking shit. I'm supposed to. I be getting pissed. We really got to get back into what's really cool, and that's common sense. That's why I keep talking about making these nerd kids, because I'm like, we need some geniuses, bro. We don't need any more talent. We don't need any more people that are going to sell our fucking greatness with no ownership. Look how long it took for old boy to get that music back. He was just on there talking about, damn, who's his dad? He's related. His dad is somebody famous. I fucking forgot. Somebody who done a song with Big Daddy Kane, all different type of shit. Bro, when you seen how long it took for him to get that music back, to get the masters back, he won't get it till like 2027. But bro, it was a gang of hits. But I'm like, this shit is from the 80s. It took y'all like 35 years to get this shit back. And this is what the fuck y'all want to do? You want for 15 minutes of fame, for a boule Hollywood ride to some drugs and an OD, and a all right looking white woman, a mediocre white woman in an OD trip. This is what y'all want? Remember, Jay-Z got the baddest shorty, but he had to talk to her when she was 16. See, he had to lock that in underage. He even tells you on 444, he admits it. He admits that it was his 16th birthday. Y'all really want to get in that game? Y'all really want to get with these devil worshiping motherfuckers? Okay. Well, why are you losing if you're so cool? Because remember, they're cool. But y'all losing. But y'all run this. You know, the rap czars with the FBA stuff. Yeah, the czars. But y'all losing. It must suck being the group on Earth bragging about creating everything, but own nothing. That must suck. And that must feel hella weird. Stop it. And we stop it by knocking these two the fuck down. We ain't got to knock them off. We ain't got to kill them, but we got to knock these two down. The black criminal and athlete and the black woman's ignorance. Honey, you got to shut the fuck up. That white woman has made you stupid. You used to be way smarter than this. She has made you a dumbass on purpose. And that's why you the loudest motherfucker that they fire in the most. Because you was the best. You was the best. Black woman, I hate to tell you, you was the motherfucking best. That's why you're the embarrassing one. You're the one going to ICE and fucking trying to fight him, getting popped. I do 17 years. You're the one losing jobs, 100,000 something a pop. You're the one they're cutting off of food stamps, whatever. And what was you doing this whole time? Running your mouth next to Sweet Polly Cornbread, sitting out there protesting dumb shit, advocating for homos, talking about Green New Deals, and just a bunch of shit you ain't never even researched on. Remember, it was a black American woman who made the jab. You see how your friend do you? Your friend put a big ass fucking Target sign on your motherfucking head. Right on the back of it too. You didn't even see it. It's a big ass Target on the back of your head. That's what the fuck you get by going in the goddamn wolf house acting like they're your fucking friend. Out here been bragging about the white man all day. I got a white man. That motherfucker used to grab you by the neck and rape you to death. And I'm not even saying that to be on the old school shit. I'm saying the black woman is a fucking fool. You always gonna be the weaker vessel. You a woman. Why the fuck would you run against your own people? And then try to argue for the low cognitive like that's the only ones. You the one skipping on the nerd. That's why our education is in the rudder. That's why it's in the shitter. You the one skipping on the nerd. Bragging, talking shit about the black community when you're the progenitor of it. So you choose who you open your legs up to. And you keep giving us scum trash decade for decade. And want to blame the noblemen that jump in front of the bullet, that give up their seat on the life raft, that run inside the burning building. Oh, where the good black men at? I'm sorry, honey. It's not his fault that he don't want a 4 bastard kid carrying leftover pastrami mommy coochie who's so mentally traumatized by all these fuck-ups that she gave a chance to, that she didn't have to. You can't get mad at that man because he don't want that fucking headache. What does this shit come with? Probation? Fucking jail visits and shit? What wisdom could you give him? What comfort could you give him? When you've been around trash this whole time, there is no comfort you can give. Same thing with that athlete idiot. All he knows to do is play with balls. He doesn't know any wisdom. How the fuck you gonna say he's a scholarly athlete? I've never even heard of no shit like that. That doesn't even make any sense. There is no such thing as a scholarly athlete. It doesn't make any sense. He can be a strategic athlete. He can be a coach, a captain, and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's all wrapped around the same game, playing with balls. This is why Michael Jordan never reinvented the wheel. We've never got nothing amazing from him but some sweaty-ass gym shoes. This is why. This is why athletes never fucking create something that's, wow, we never get a Steve Jobs from these niggas. Nothing. Look at Magic Johnson kids. What we get? A dress? A nigga with a dress. Dwayne Wade, what we get? A nigga with a dress. That shit is so toxic. You heard what Shaquille told his kids, we don't need any more basketball players. I'm good enough. Why? Because somebody got a brain. Nigga. These nepotism kids ain't nothing but fags and losers. That's all they are. Fags and losers. That's all nepotism does. Make a fag and a loser. Weak punk ass bitch who ain't never worked hard for nothing. Don't appreciate nothing and don't deserve shit. That's pretty much what a lot of these black athlete kids have become. Just a bunch of nepotistic punk ass homos. Will Smith kids. I can keep going with this shit. There's no benefit in these motherfuckers. Stop supporting them. Cut that shit off. Cut the whole athlete celebrity shit the fuck off. All the way down to the gospel music. Y'all niggas ain't the Clark sisters. Get the fuck out of here. Kurt Franklin, you been gay. Nigga, I've been seeing your weird ass. And I seen some other homo shit like that. It was a dyke talking about rebuke you in the name of the Lord. I'm like, how the fuck is this woman gonna talk about rebuke fucking demons, calling police because they white, the devil, and bitch, you over here licking carpets? God would punch your fucking teeth down your throat. You're not even making any sense. But that's what I'm saying. Why don't we make any sense? Because there's no education. There's nothing but thugs and dumbasses. We have to change this shit up for the betterment of us because Trump's here. With Trump, we got 4 years to clean up, really, though. Because getting rid of these illegal immigrants, all these good-for-nothing poo butts in the street wasting time at 10 a.m., that's where they need to be. That's why these fucking illegal immigrants was here. Because they noticed, yo, punk ass don't want to go to work. So I'll bring some people in, work them for cheaper labor. You could have been protesting your fucking numbers. Y'all could have been making money. You have just been in there flying straight, doing legit. Yeah, I know about the paper genocide back in Frisco. This is not them times, bro. You think you could get away with discrimination nowadays? Where you're allowed to wear dreads now. It's a new day. We have to take advantage of that. We have to take advantage of it. Good point. Good point. Always remember the wise ones, yo, because I'm out. They rigged the game and they buy out both sides. Okay? So they got your woman rigged out. Lust and fucking fame and fortune, but she never owns it. Lost. Like a fucking dope fiend. Then we got your men out here lusting pussy, but ain't honorable enough to take care of it. And then the seeds that come out, they don't even give a fuck about that. That's why they so busy promoting the bitch that gave them it. You'll never see these niggas promote they seed like they do that broad. Keep your eyes open for these fucking devil worshippers, yo. Ghost.